Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going behind the scenes of what it really takes to create Christmas at the White House. And trust me, it is a spectacle that's literally years in the making.
So, first things first, you have to wrap your head around the sheer scale of this thing. We're not just talking about decorating a couple of rooms. This is a complete takeover of 132 rooms in the executive residence. It's a total transformation.
And, to fill that much space, you're gonna need a lot of trees, right? Well, how about 51 of them? 51 individual Christmas trees, each one placed with incredible care to create a totally unique vibe in every part of the building. And the details? They're just mind-blowing. In one recent year, the theme called for over 10,000 individual butterfly ornaments. It's just an overwhelming, beautiful wave of decorations. Okay, so let's get into how this whole thing actually happens. It all starts with the star of the show, the official White House Christmas tree. This is the big one, the centerpiece that the entire nation is waiting to see. Now, this isn't about just picking any old tree. Look at this process. It's a huge, formal competition. Tree growers from all over the country compete for the honor. Then, the White House's own ground superintendent flies out to personally inspect the winning tree. Only then is it cut, shipped hundreds of miles, and delivered by horse-drawn carriage for the First Lady's final official approval. It's a huge deal. But here's the thing. Getting that tree to the White House, that's just the first hurdle. The real drama starts the moment that massive 18-foot-tall tree is carried into the legendary Blue Room. It immediately hits a major century-old snag. Yep, you heard that right. The room's priceless, historic chandelier hangs too low for the tree. So every single year, a team of engineers has to come in, unbolt it from the ceiling, and carefully lower and store it just so the top of the Christmas tree will fit. It's an incredible bit of work before a single ornament even goes up. So you've got the tree in place. Now, who actually does all the decorating? This is where it gets really interesting. It's not the White House staff. No, it takes a literal army of volunteers to pull this off. And when I say army, I mean it. We're talking 150 volunteers. But get this, they're chosen from over 12,000 applicants. These are people from every walk of life from all over the country who fly to Washington on their own dime just to be a part of this. And this part sounds like something out of a spy movie. Before they even get near the White House, they're whisked away to a secret off-site workshop for 2 full days. They have to sign non-disclosure agreements. They get put on teams with cute names like Sprinkle and Twinkle, and they basically prep every single decoration with military-like precision. Now, the whole White House celebration really revolves around 2 completely different but equally iconic traditions. One is created inside the White House, and you can actually eat it. The other one stands outside for everyone to see from miles away. Let's talk about that gingerbread house. It didn't start as this huge thing. Back in 1969, it was a pretty simple 40-pound pastry. But over the years, it has exploded into this massive edible sculpture. There was one that even had 22 tiny marzipan versions of the Clintons' cat socks. Today, they're these 120-pound-plus architectural marvels that take the chefs over 250 hours to make. Meanwhile, outside on the ellipse, the public National Christmas tree has, well, let's just say it's had a bit of a clumsy history. The very first one in 1923 had to have extra branches tied on to look full. Another one got knocked over by the wind, and just recently, in 2023, a cable snapped and the whole 40-foot tree came crashing down just 2 days before the lighting ceremony. But hey, the show must go on. So, you might be wondering, who foots the bill for all of this? It's a great question, and the answer is kind of two-sided. All the decorative stuff, the trees, the lights, the thousands of ornaments, that's all paid for by private donations. But the labor and the infrastructure, the salaries for the pastry chefs, the engineers who move that chandelier, the electricians, and of course security, that's all covered by federal resources, which means the taxpayers. Okay, so you have this monumental effort, this army of volunteers, all to create the most magical Christmas home imaginable for the first family. But here's where the story takes an interesting little turn. It might come as a shock, but a lot of the time, the first family isn't even at the White House on Christmas Day. While 50,000 people are touring their beautifully decorated home, the president and their family are often hundreds of miles away.
Instead, they often head to a private getaway, like Mar-a-Lago in Florida or a vacation home in Hawaii. And this really sets up a fascinating contrast, right? You have the public Christmas at the White House, open for tours, and then you have the president's very private Christmas, happening in an exclusive club far away from it all. But even from that private retreat, there's a really important public duty. The president holds an annual video call with U.S. troops stationed all over the globe. It's a really powerful moment, seeing the president in a gilded room on one screen, talking to a soldier on a ship in the middle of the ocean on the other. But of course, the holidays don't last forever. And when it's all over, the takedown is just as precise and swift as the setup. Come January, it's like the magic just vanishes. The volunteers are gone, the gingerbread house gets taken apart, everything is packed away in storage. And that famous chandelier, it gets hoisted right back up to the ceiling. The White House goes back to business as usual. But not everything disappears. There's one special tree that stays on the South Lawn all year long, and it has an incredible story. It was first lit on a very somber Christmas Eve in 1941 by President Roosevelt and his secret wartime guest, Winston Churchill, right after the attack on Pearl Harbor. And this is the kicker. This is the part that gives me goosebumps. Tucked away in its branches is a small, secret red light. It's not a Christmas light. It's a navigational guide, a beacon that Marine One pilots still use to this day to land the president's helicopters safely on the South Lawn. It's just this amazing reminder that a symbol for the whole nation to see also has this secret, vital job. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden traditions, what other quiet markers are out there, guiding the presidency, completely invisible unless you know exactly where to look?